All right, next update is the Nasdaq and S&P 500 dip on Tuesday, driven by tech stocks as investors gear up for what Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell will say about the path of interest rates at a key conference later in the week. The Nasdaq fell as mega caps NVIDIA, Microsoft and Meta platforms lost after having rallied for much of the year. The key event this week is the Fed's annual symposium at Jackson Hole, Wyoming from August 21st to 23rd, where Powell's comments will be scrutinized for any clues on the central bank's outlook on the economy and the monetary policy.
I think things may be heading south today because possibly the prospect of the Fed cutting rates or discussing cutting rates at the meeting on Friday, maybe there's a little less chance of that. I've seen a lot of commentary recently about that there's really not a huge need to cut rates, that the economy is reasonably strong. And what many economists are more worried about is inflation. So I think the market has been up over, for the past several weeks on the prospect of rate cuts, and perhaps that prospect is fading. When Powell speaks, he is very, very measured. So it's really hard to imagine that he would say something that would be like, oh, yes, we're definitely going to cut rates, or we're definitely not going to cut rates. But sometimes if you can parse his words, you may get a little bit of a hint of one direction or the other. So, that is one thing that we would definitely look for. I don't think we would actually get that. I think we're just more likely to want to see what his comments are on the economy